Good morning and welcome back to American Travel Ventures. We got another great segment for you and another great destination for your next road trip right here in Davis, Oklahoma. I'm with a couple of good friends of mine, Steve and Rosalind Burrows. Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good
Rosalind,
morning.
how are you, darling?
Great, glad to have you here.
Steve and Rosalind are the owners and operators of the Air Donkey Zip Line right outside of Davis, Oklahoma, right off of Interstate 35. It's just a quick hop here from Oklahoma City or Dallas. So if you've ever wanted to go zip line riding, or zipping as we call it, it's a lot of fun. And I know a lot of people have thought about it. This is a great destination for your next road trip, folks. If you're coming out of Oklahoma City or Dallas or anywhere really, it's worth it just to get here and try this. Steve, how long have y'all been open?
Well, we opened up in July of 2012. And you're talking about where people are from. We've had people from all over the world here, Czech Republic and South Africa, many places.
Awesome. How big is your course?
Well, there's over a mile of cable in the air, so there's 6 main zip lines that you'll be riding on. It takes about an hour and 45 minutes or so.
Hour and 45 minutes, and I guess we can get into the price and all that stuff later. We want to give everybody at home a really good idea of what it's all about. We're going to show you some of the training, and of course this is a guided trip. We'll have a guide with us, and yours truly is actually going to get up on the zip line and try and ride this thing, but it is safe, right, Steve?
Right, and it's okay to scream if you want to. So.
All right, well, yeah, if you hear the one yelling like a little girl, that'll be me, okay? All right, well, y'all stay with us. We're going to bring you some great shots of the beautiful Arbuckle Mountains and try zip lining today at Air Donkey Zip Line, Davis, Oklahoma.
Okay, welcome to Air Donkey Zip Line. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this course in case you're nervous. It was built by a company out of Atlanta, Signature Research, and they've built them all over the world. Panama, Egypt, China, Africa, all over the United States. So it is a professionally built course. It's not just my husband's deer stands, he's sewn some cable up between. It's the real deal, okay? So zip lining is perceived to be dangerous, but it's safe if you follow the rules. So we're going to get all this safety part out of the way, and then we'll go up there and start having some fun. Everything you're wearing is manufactured to hold 5,000 pounds, and the cable you're zipping on holds 25,000 pounds. What we're going to do is put on.
Now, the training I received from the staff there at the zip line really seemed to help calm any misgivings I had about the safety of this activity. The staff there at the Air Donkey zip line does a great job explaining and showing how exactly to use the equipment and teaching new riders what to do and not to do to stay safe while zipping. Of course, we had to edit out a lot of the training we got in the interest of time for the show, but the training to me seemed very complete and is of course required for every rider, even if you've done it before, just to make sure everyone is as safe as possible before riding the zip line.
Well, I was filming before when they were doing the training, and now it's my turn. So Cody's getting me rigged up, and I got this thing on right?
You got it on just right.
What do we got coming in next?
This is our claws, this is our safety devices.
Right. I'm glad you're telling me this because I was kind of more interested in filming than I was paying attention. So tell me one more time. But you say this even works for old fat people, right?
It works for old fat people.
It works for anybody then if I can do it, right?
There are some limits, but it does work for old fat people.
Okay, we do have limits. We'll tell you about those later, folks, but tell me what to do next.
Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take that loop.
Yep.
Put it through your blue loop on your harness there.
Got it.
Pull it up to the knots. I'm gonna hand you these.
Yep.
Put
Pull them
that
through.
Right through there, pull them through, knots and all. Very good, very good.
All right.
You're starting to look like a zipper.
All right.
There you go. And these are your safety devices. As long as these are hooked up, you are perfectly safe.
Okay, we'll go with it. Let's take a look and see what happens next.
After the ground training is over, it's off to what might be comparable to the bunny slope when learning how to snow ski. This is an actual tower and cable setup for the first ride, and is still considered by me to be part of the training. But at this point, you actually get to feel the fun and excitement of riding a zip line, while you try out the riding and braking techniques you've been shown during the training session on the ground. The beginner zip line was fun, but much lower and shorter than the ones on the main course we were getting ready for.
I just want to say one thing. Now John's on camera. I'm out here with the guys getting ready to do this, and can you tell the face of doubt and fear is starting to set in? I was real brave when we were in the shack over there, man. But all right, I'm ready.
Good. Well, ready? Just pick your feet up and watch your guide for your signal. Okay, how are your hands gonna ride?
Left hand here, right hand here.
How are you gonna brake?
This way.
Yep, keep your hand flat just like you're doing. You're doing great. Put that hand back up there. You can step off the box. Sit all the way down, nice and comfy, all your weight down. You ready? Just pick your feet up and watch your guide for your signal.
Yeah, buddy!
After our ride on the training cable, we boarded a comfortable trailer outfitted with seats for the somewhat bumpy ride up the hill to the first tower. Now at this point I have to tell you friends, I've never really been a big fan of heights. I've never wanted to jump out of an airplane with or without a parachute. And I never even wanted to try bungee jumping. Even though I love to ride motorcycles and four-wheelers, I guess I'm not what you would call a real thrill seeker or adrenaline junkie. And once we climbed the first tower, the butterflies in my stomach started up again and reminded me of the first time I tried to jump off the high dive at our local YMCA when I was a kid. But after the training we get and watching one of the guides go first so he or she can be at the other end waiting for you, the fear factor, well, it's minimal and very manageable, even for a non-adrenaline lover like me. At that point, it's more about the excitement and the fun factor that you came for. I actually got to watch one of the guides and the two ladies I'd met earlier that day who were zipping with me go first. You know what they say, ladies first, or at least that was part of my excuse for going last, along with some other excuses, like the part I attributed to my age and slow climbing speed going up the stairs in the tower, and also my filming responsibilities. There was a million reasons for me to go last. There is, of course, an old saying, age before beauty, but under these circumstances, I kept that one to myself. And I guess where my age was concerned and who was the best looking in our group, the ladies were much too polite to point out the obvious reality about that saying. The ladies did a great job on their zip, and they were evidently really enjoying the ride, as the yells I was hearing were one of fun and joy, not fear. I think those girls gave me the example I needed to forget about any doubts that were remaining about my interest in this slightly daring activity. And before I knew it, I was hooked up and on the first full-size tower, and I was on my way. Wow, what a blast! It was cool. I would recommend this activity to anyone who meets the size and age requirements, which Miss Rosalind or Steve will tell us about later in the show.
I loved it. That was great. Hey guys, got to tell you, first time zipping, you got to try it. It is fabulous. That is one of the coolest things I've ever done. So y'all stay with us. We're going to be bringing you more zipping and more action and more great shots. I can't wait to get on the next tower. Let's go.
Now today, my partner John was on the ground, filming and flying one of our drones for some aerial shots for the show. I'll let him tell you a little more about this day and this unique park and activity later in the show. But first, we'll take a break, see what our sponsors have to say, and when we come back, we'll take another look at a nearby attraction in Sulphur, Oklahoma, about 10 miles east of the zip line, and take you to the Gene Carr Gallery, where some of John's beautiful photography is on exhibit. Then we will be back later in the show to finish the trip to the Zip. So stay with us, we'll be right back.